morning, gang. It's Wednesday, the 11th of September 2019. Welcome along to this morning's United Kingdom talk, coming to you from the very flat county of Lincolnshire. Flat except for my stomach, of course. Who's the early bird today? Wayne Martin. Oh my God, you're at the top of the list this morning. It's the first time ever, isn't it? Morning, Wayne. Morning to you. Karaoke host as well. I sent Kelly a message yesterday. Actually, there's an October coming up. Let me tell you. Oh, do you want to know now? Oh, hang on a minute. So she'll probably get on to you today. See if I can find that for you, Wayne. Just a moment, darling. Sent messages. One moment, please. Locating the message now. Please stand by. We are trying to connect your call. Your call is important to us, and you will be connected to a customer services representative as soon as one becomes available. There it is. Monday the 7th of October. Okay, Wayne, so she'll probably call on you to do that one, unless she thinks you're no good at the job, you know. In which case, she'll probably get someone else, dear. That's just how it is, you know. That's showbiz. That's entertainment. La da 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 da. That's entertainment. Okay, so keep that in your little book there, my love. Mike Rees-Ponto, good morning to you, sir. Thank you for your news story you sent in. Hello to Paul Harvey, Kate Doody, Mr. Ray Reynolds. Put some lovely pictures of him outside the old light lounge there, which is where I usually park, actually, on a Saturday, Ray. Right outside there. I think to myself, the people in the pub will keep an eye on the car. Probably couldn't be further from the truth, actually. They keep an eye on the car and what's in it. I never leave anything in the car. Oh no, certainly not laptops or records. I don't have any records anymore, but I would never ever leave anything sort of DJ related in the car. My mate David Rosen, he told us 30 years ago when everyone was playing records, there were some real horror stories about DJs that had left their records in the car overnight or during the daytime, got to the car. Do I need to say any more? No. Dreadful. Can you just imagine that as a DJ losing all your records? It wouldn't happen now, would it really? Because I mean, all my karaoke songs and my music, they're all on hard drive. They're all on the laptop, and they're all backed up onto 3 more hard drives in various different places. So I don't think that would happen really. Good morning to Martin Edwards. Morning, Martin. John Aitken, nice and early. Morning, LaBelle. She's there. Hello, darling. My emerald-eyed raspberry rogue of love. I'm not keen on raspberries. I don't like the seeds. The seeds get... Do they do that to you? It's poor old Ray Reynolds. Every time he has a raspberry, he has to take his teeth out and put them under the seeds get in between the teeth and the gum, don't they, Ray? Terrible, really. Morning to... are you trying to grow a beard again? No, I just haven't done it. That's why that is. That's why that is it. I'm hoping to be able to do that before my sister gets round, because we're going out to Skegness today. It was her birthday some weeks ago now, actually, and we just haven't got around to getting her a birthday present. I think so. There's a nice department store in Skegness she wants to go to, where I've been before. Lots of nice things in there, actually. So I'm going to get her something in there, hopefully, if she finds something in there. She was on my Facebook earlier this morning. You know, when I put up the thing, you know, today's show starts out, it's either that post or the post announcing the new background, which I hope you like, the new backdrop. I much prefer it to the last one. There's a bit of a story on that. Anyway, it wasn't as easy to put up as I thought. I'll tell you in a minute. And she put on there, can it be a short show today? Because I'm waiting to go to Skegness. Is that what Shirley Bassey does? You know, she gets into the dressing room, you know, at the Royal Albert Hall or somewhere like that. And they say, okay, 5 minutes, Shirley. Oh, can I just have a word? Yeah, I've got to go to Lidl afterwards. So we're going to do a short show today. You know, the bloke reading the news, Hugh Edwards, the boy from the Welsh Valley, from the Valley. Is Hugh Edwards from the Valley? Hello, I'm Hugh Edwards from the Valley. Here's the BBC News at 10. Yeah, that one. Does he, you know, go into the newsroom and perhaps I'll just send a little a memo. Dear producer, afraid I can only do 20 minutes a day. My wife is waiting to take me shopping. Doesn't happen. No, we'll do the usual length show. Thank you very much, sister. Oh dear, that's outrageous, isn't it? Plus, I haven't had a shower yet. Anyway, got to have a shower yet. I'm sorry, I haven't had a shower. Apologies to you, boys and girls. Good morning to Stu. Stu, I've said hello to. I think Stu Cook. I think I've said hello to you. Morning to Jason Hughes. Wayne is doing New Year's Eve this week. Karaoke and act. Yes, I don't do New Year's Eves generally. I probably would do a New Year's Eve if a karaoke New Year's Eve come up, but you don't really get many of those. Most people want just a DJ or as you're doing you're doing karaoke, okay, but you got an act on as well. Yeah, I would probably do a karaoke New Year's Eve. Yes, but not a DJ one. I've no interest in that at all. Michael Pullman, good morning. Mark Bowles, nice to see you up and early again, Mark. Morning, sir. The stockings haven't come yet, I'm afraid, Mark. So you'll have to wait a little bit later for those. They might send the wrong size, you know. I can't see myself in a pair of stockings. I think they'd be the wrong. Do they stretch? I say that pretending that I've never worn them before. I expect Mark actually probably tries on a pair of tights, you know, a pair of stockings now and again, and looks at himself in the mirror in private, of course. No, I'm sorry, John. It does. I do feel ever so scruffy this morning. It's too much there. It's got to go again, dear. It's got to come off that again. LaBelle, the jacket appears raspberry. Have we got? We might have a little bit too much colour there, haven't we? I can turn that down. Hang on a minute. It does look. Actually, you're right. It does look like there's a bit too much colour. Oh Christ, yes. It's supposed to be 128. It's 148 is about better. There you go. All right. Sorry about that. The colour was far too high. Turned up there. Morning to Michael Lawrence, who's loving the new backdrop. There we go. Thank you, Michael. I put it up actually over the old one yesterday, right? Stapled it all up with my favourite, I haven't got it here, my favourite tool of all time, the gun stapler. Yes, that's the one you used to go running around the class at school with that, trying to get people with it. Typed it all up, stood back, and I realised that the material was quite thin. And you could see the palm tree backdrop underneath it. Now, actually, I don't think you would have noticed it, to be honest. You couldn't actually see palm trees, just like shapes. But I knew it was there, and therefore it really bothered me. And I thought, I left it. And I thought, oh, you know, they'll never notice that. You'll notice perhaps these lines, but I don't think you would have related the fact that it had been put up over the old backdrop. But I did some stuff last night, and I come back here, and I had another look, and I thought, no, I can't leave it like that. So I actually found a white sheet. So the old backdrop is still there. There is a white sheet over the top of that, decent quality, good quality one as well. I've got nothing to sleep in now. Can anyone offer me a bed, please? Thank you. Got nowhere to sleep now. So I put the sheet up. I had to undo most of the staples, kind of have it hanging off, put the white sheet up, put it back up, staple it around again, stretch it out in bits again, and that's how it is now. But you can't see the old backdrop at all there now. Not at all. It's just got a white sheet in between the two. So I'm glad you like that. Morning to let's just scroll back a bit. Sorry, gang. Michael Lawrence. Terry. Hello, Terry. My friend Terry Limmer. I worked with him at a club in Coventry for about 3 years, I think it was. Lovely bloke. And, of course, at the Black Cat, him and his other half. Morning, Terry. Morning to Kate Doody, who likes the new backdrop. Thank you. Diane Jebb. Hello, sweetheart. Mark Bowles is going to squeeze into any size. I love a pair of stockings every now and again. See, all the straight lads wear these things. They just don't say it. They don't mind telling their puffy mates like me, do they? You know, but they would never tell their mates, oh, by the way, here, mate, yeah. You never guess what I did last night, mate. You know what I mean? Yeah, I tried these stockings on. Yeah, I tried my wife. No, you wouldn't tell your straight mates, would you? But you happily tell it. Oh, dear. Diane loves the new backdrop. Good. Brian, nothing wrong with drag. No, it's not drag, Brian. It's not drag. Putting on ladies' stockings is not drag. Putting on stockings, a skirt, a wig, and makeup, that's drag. Stockings on its own, no, that's a different thing altogether. Perhaps you should try it, Brian. Yeah, you should try it yourself. Just order some off Amazon. No one needs to know. You're not going to go into like Primark or somewhere like that, and look through it in the full glare of everyone else. Do like Mark does. Secretly order them from Amazon or what's that? What's that shop that sell all those things? Strange toys. What's that stop? No. Oh gosh, Anne Summers. You might be able to order a pair in the Anne Summers shop. Mark's often been seen going in there in disguise. John's going to have nightmares now thinking of you in stockings. Well, I can send the picture if you want, John. Do you want the picture as well? Michael's coming to the pub on Monday. And I promise that I will touch your bump. Thank you, Michael. It's been a while since anyone touched me as I'm walking around the pub. Very disappointing, really. And remember, gang, if I'm walking around the pub and you touch me, don't worry. You won't be done for anything. I'm not going to ring up the police. Ow, someone I don't know just brushed past me. I want him nicked and I want to be on the front page of the Daily Mail because I want attention. Give me attention. Give me attention. Won't be anything like that. You touch whatever you want to as I'm walking around, Michael. All right, where's the Barry calendar? That's in Bracknell in Berkshire. Haven't got one here. The lovely Wendy Young brings me a Barry Manilow, sends me a Barry Manilow calendar every year. It's very, very kind of her. She doesn't have to do that. And I don't expect it, but it comes. The 3 years she's been sending me Barry Manilow calendars, but only one. I couldn't ask her for 2. That's taking a mick, innit? Perhaps I could have someone else up in here. A different calendar up in here. What calendar would you fancy up here? I think we should look a little bit more after our straight friends on it. Like a page 3 calendar with breasts hanging out all over the place. Actually, I could get my sister to do a calendar. Like a topless calendar of my sister. Would that work? I don't know. I'll have to check it out with my brother-in-law first because he might not like things like that. Brian isn't going to try on the stockings. Very disappointed in you, Brian. Mark didn't notice the new backdrop because of my good looks. Thank you, Mark. What do you think of this, Mark? I think it's a bit too long now. I like it sort of, dots on the face rather than full facial hair. I think we've gone past that point now. I'm not keen on it. And plus, it's a little bit grey because of my age, you see. So that's it. LaBelle, drag queens don't wear stockings. Here comes a professional. We wear dance tights, pantyhose, or both. Do you sell them then on the internet, LaBelle? Do people want to buy your used underwear? Some people do. They do. Some people do that. Anyway, we're getting far too excited this morning. Calm down, calm down. John wants a little caravan lamp. That was provided to me by one. I think it might have been Mari sent me that, the winner of our fridge magnet this week. Fridge magnets will be given away next Monday, gang. In our Monday morning fridge magnet raffle. You'll need a raffle ticket for that. And I'll be giving those out on the show today, a little bit later on, okay? All right. No nude Chris ones. No, none of that, please. None of that. Morning, Rachel Wheatlands. Morning, Rachel. Could you do a Jimmy Butler calendar? That was Please Duke. Yeah, and you as well, you old perv. No, we're not having my nephew up here half naked in topless photos for you. Go and look at someone else. That little Tom Daly is quite happy for you to look at him, isn't he, in his little Speedos. Yes, that's enough of that anyway. Right, let us move on. Stopping the messages. Let me just put a little mark there. And just put 3 L's there. There we go. What's happened now? All the messages disappeared. What happened then? All the messages just disappeared. Oh, God. 1 minute, 1 minute. Don't send anything because I won't get it now. Anything you're typing now won't get to me. 1 minute. And... So, oops, something went wrong. Please reload the page. Okay. Oh, well, that's not working very well this morning, is it? Hang on, let me just try something. Hi. Does that work? There we are. Okay, anything you wrote before hi won't appear. So there it is. Okay, there you are. That's working again now. I don't know what I did then. Managed to close the message box somehow. Never mind. All right. Anyway, so after I finished the show yesterday, there were only 3 people in the swimming pool. I can't believe it. This is a massive swimming pool in Boston I go to. Very, very big. It's, I don't know what I could compare it to. It's I don't know how big an Olympic-sized swimming pool is, but I don't think it's far off that size. So I got in there yesterday. There were 3 people in the whole swimming pool. there was a girl sitting at the top of the little stairs there, and I went over. I said, has something been cancelled today? Or whatever. I said, it's incredibly quiet. She said, no, it's usually like this on a Tuesday at this time. Because I got to the swimming pool yesterday later than I usually get there. Usually I get to the pool around about 11:15, 11:30. I got there yesterday about 12:15 because we kind of hung around for quite a long time on here talking about fishnet stockings and things yesterday, weren't we? And so I was a bit later. And what a wonderful swim that was. You know, as I swum, some people came in, a couple went. We never had more than 5 people in the swimming pool in the hour that I was in it yesterday. I couldn't believe it. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Got out, had a shower, came out. I nearly got caught in one of those yellow bloody boxes in the car. There's a level crossing that, depending on the route I take, I go over sometimes going towards the swimming pool near Aldi in Boston. And, of course, you've got the train track there and the level crossing gates, and just before it, a yellow box. And this car moved forward. I thought, right, okay. Then I moved forward and I realised, I forgot there was a box there. I realised there was a yellow box. Fortunately, right next to the yellow box is a right turn, which wasn't the way I was going, but I saw what was about to happen. So I quickly turned right and went down that road. And then I came back that way. And actually, then I was facing towards Asda, where they got the cheap petrol. And I was a bit desperate for petrol, actually. For the first time in my new car, the little yellow light came on. Petrol low. And it says 34 miles to go. I was saying to my mate yesterday, you know when it, like that thing on there, it tells you how many miles left you've got to go in your car before you run out of petrol. So it says 34 miles. Now, does that mean 34 miles? Or is there sort of about 40, 45, 50 left in there, you know, as a sort of, you know, emergency gap there? I mean, I'd never let it go down to 0. So I went and filled up in at Asda. There was no queue there at the petrol. Filled straight up and came back here, really. I like going across level crossings. I like it when, actually I do like it when the things come down and you watch the train go by. It's nice enough in the car, but if you're on a bicycle, like when I go to Wokingham on a Sunday morning, when I go and play the organ at church sometimes, sometimes there's a level crossing there that I have to cycle across. And sometimes it's down and the noises are going and the lights are flashing. Beep, 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 like that, aren't they? And I come right up to the barrier, okay? And this train thunders past and I just look at it in total amazement. I love trains. I love trains. I'm hoping that my 2 nephews and niece club together this year to get me a Lego train set. The one I've got my eye on is an absolute bargain at just £268. I think I've got no hope in hell. Actually, I can't. I loved. Who likes electric trains? Is that really old-fashioned now? I love electric trains, although I would imagine the Lego ones, I think they're battery operated. But as far as I know, some of them come with remote control. And if you look on YouTube, some of the Lego layouts that blokes, usually old blokes, who've got too much time on their hands and a bit of money in the bank, you know, they go out and buy all this stuff. And there's the most amazing Lego train layout that this bloke's done in his garden and comes through the house and everything. Oh, fantastic. That's what I'd like for Christmas this year, please. I love watching trains and all that. Of course, as a child, my favourite ever Christmas present at my 16th birthday was a Hornby electric train set. The engine was black. It was called the Princess Victoria. And the coaches were yellow. Yellow and I think possibly red or grey. No, yellow and grey. I think the coaches were yellow and grey. And it had a little thing on the back with this like piece of sandpaper around the wheel, which made choo-choo like as it went around. Yeah, and later on I bought a Flying Scotsman, all green and other stuff like that. Oh, blooming marvellous electric train sets. Who's got one? John Aiken had a great train set when I was a little boy. Have you still got it? See, I've still got mine. And I've got an Intercity 125 Hornby that my my best mate, now was he my other half at that time? I can't remember now. My other half, that's got to be about 20 years ago now, 20 or 25 years ago, he bought me an Intercity 125 train set, which now and again, every couple of years, I get it out of the box, make a circle, turn it on and watch the train go round and round for hours on end. It's good fun. Rachel loves the old steam toys. It's blooming marvellous, isn't it? Absolutely marvellous. It really was. So there we are. That's came back here, had lunch, beetroot burgers I had. Then I put this backdrop up. The first time I put it up anyway. And that's it. Last night, went over to my nephew's house, Gary's house. I got there and he gave me this great big lump of angel cake. He said, "You said you liked angel cake," and he produced this great big lump. I said, "But we're having dinner in a minute." He said, "That's not for an hour." I said, "Well, I can't have the cake and then dinner later on, can I?" But I did. So I had this piece of angel cake. We sat there. I was a little bit early yesterday. My great niece Evie and great nephew Harry were still at the swimming pool. So they came eventually, and they always come in and jump on me. Chris! And then you get this hug. And then it all goes downhill after the hug, usually. And they sat next to me. One sits here, one sits here. And they sat next to me. And we were watching videos. Now, last night we were watching crushing videos. This is something Harry likes to watch. There's this machine, a crusher, right? And it's these two metal things that go round like that with like kind of little claws on them. And people put things in the crushing and it just crushes them up. Millions of people have watched this. I just don't get it. Why would you want to watch things being crushed up? All sorts of things. Little cars, bottles of Coca-Cola, bottles of shampoo, shoes, anything that can go in this crusher, they chuck it in and you watch it. That is the entertainment. That is the video. He loves watching it. And then we watched these five blokes. Now, I can't remember who they were called now, but they obviously make professional videos for YouTube. And again, millions of people watch these. 14 million, 15 million people watch these videos, and they just do stupid things. They seem to have be making quite a lot of money out of it, because they had this like gym hall, you know, like where you do gym and all that, like a large school hall, right? And all around this hall was like big placards of their logo put on the wall, which actually, I don't, maybe it was their hall. Maybe it was their hall and they've got it on the floor. They've got, DP was the logo, DP. I can't remember the name of the, of the five lads. I think it was about 5 or 6 lads who are American, but then they had some English ones in there as well. So I don't know what was going on there. And their logo is just everywhere. They got the t-shirts on the floor, right? So they're doing stuff in this gym, throwing balls and stuff like all sorts of different things inside and outside. They got loads of videos on there. And then they started ripping up the wooden floor on the gym with like crowbars and things like that. God, they must be making an awful lot of money to be able to afford to completely ruin the floor on the gymnasium. How much would that cost to get fixed? So he loves all these videos. There was another one as well. And the other videos he watched was this car, right? And there's no talking. There's no people in this film. It's just like a car and a wheel. And he puts things under the wheel and drives over them. Again, 14 million viewers on this video. And it would be like there was a model aeroplane, you know, which looked like a wooden one, but he rolled over and it was clearly rubber because it just bounced back into shape again. Little model cars, and he'd drive over them and they'd be crushed. Bottles, drive over the bottle, that would be crushed. And this is entertainment. And then he got an octopus, a real octopus, which he showed us at the beginning of the film. And then when it got to the end of the film, he unwrapped this octopus. I thought, oh, you ain't going to do this. And then he said, no, we're not going to do this. And we all thought, oh, thank God he's not going to do that. He said, we're going to take it home and eat it for dinner. Oh, no, how could you eat an octopus? All those legs, it's not natural, is it? All those... So that's what we did last night. And I had a cup of tea in my hand at one point, and Harry, they were getting a little bit cold because we had the door open. What? That's a funny house my nephew's got. 1 minute you're boiling hot, and then you're really cold. He's not got the heating on. It's just, I think it's it's a modern house, you see, very well insulated. And so Gary had this. First of all, Evie and Gary had, Evie and great niece Evie and great nephew Harry had the blanket over them. And then Evie moved, so I jumped on the seat. I said, give me some of that blanket, Harry. No. Give me some of that blanket, Harry. No. So I managed to get the corner of it and put it over my knees. And then I leant over to get some tea. And as I'm carrying the tea back, he suddenly pulled the blanket back and it's gone all over my leg. And it wasn't hot. I got absolutely soaked. Never mind. It's not their fault. It was only an accident, wasn't it? I think that was it, really. One of the other things they put underneath this car tyre was squashy balls. You know those squashy balls that you can buy? I think they're supposed to relieve stress. But how that relieves stress, I don't know. But squashy balls, and they got like emoji faces on them like that. And they put that under the tyre, and of course the bloke drove over them, and that sprang back into life again. So that was my day yesterday. Nice day, actually. Nice day. Right, let's read some of your messages. Rainey wants a Tom Daly calendar. Yeah, bet you do, mate. Bet you do. You can only ever dream of getting into a pair of those trunks. With or without him in them, Rainey. LaBelle doesn't sell my foundation garments and underthings. They cost too much. Well, you can make a lot of money selling your underwear online, LaBelle. That's what I've been told anyway. I haven't tried it myself. Don't need to. Thank you very much. Don't ever use Just for Men on your beard. It looks so fake. I don't even know what that is. Is that some sort of colouring thing? No, it's coming. It'll be shaved down again, hopefully, when my sister gets here. She's supposed to get here about 10 o'clock today, so for our trip to Skegness. Rachel likes the new backdrop. Thank you, Rachel. Good morning, Ian Days. Good morning. Good morning to MD Rahman Rabini. Morning to you. Glad you like the new backdrop, Ian. Thank you. Jason has done 20 miles with miles left saying 0. So once you get to 0, you have got a little bit more in there. Okay, I did just wonder that, yeah. Morning to Sean Pye. Good morning. Sean's the one with the tag on his leg. Aren't you, Sean? He was offering to be my bouncer again. They're fighting over me now. Sean and Mark Bowles are fighting over me at the moment. Isn't it funny? 2 straight lads fighting over me. Unbelievable. I like to see the women's faces, you know. Actually, I don't know if you've got girlfriends or wives or anything like that. You know, when they realise that they're chatting up another bloke on the telly or the computer, whatever you want to call it. Can you please send pictures of your girlfriends when they realise what's going on? Oh, and they're screaming and they're shouting, don't be chatting to my other half like that. You start getting all these nasty messages, don't you? And they start sending you know, lipstick laced with poison through the post to our postal address, which we haven't got a postal address, actually. Wayne on the subject of the car says it's an average, it could be 30 or 40 miles. It's worked out over an average for the whole tank you've just used. Okay, I don't know how it works, Wayne, to be honest, so there we are. Jason Hughes, when we were young, we had the Intercity 125 train set. Oh, wonderful. That's the one I've got. I've got a few engines. Unfortunately, when I moved from Wandsworth to Bracknell, which is where the house is, I'm down there at the weekends and that, for some reason, I chose to put all my trains, I wasn't going to chuck them out. I put them all in a box and left them in a shed. Do I need to see any more? You know, and a lot of the stuff has gone rusty. I didn't chuck out any trucks or anything like that, but a lot of them have gone rusty, and a lot of the rails went rusty, so I chucked some of the rails away, but a silly thing to do, really. I should have kept them in the house. John's been on the Orient Express. Oh, wow. That's a thing to do, isn't it? Do you get afternoon tea on there and all those posh... Oh, I love it. I love that film, the remake of Murder on the Orient Express. Oh, it was about 4 or 5 years ago now. That was well made, wasn't it? The remake with the lady who was in Downton Abbey. She was in it, wasn't she? Oh, can't remember her name now. You know what I mean. Morning to SOS Gregorian. Morning to you. Gotta have custard with angel cake. No, Jason. Oh, no. No. No custard with angel cake. Thank you very much. Good morning to Ian Hillman. Morning, Ian. Mike says you like to see your choo-choo train going into the tunnel. Mark's got to go. Enjoy your appointment, Mark. Catch the rest of the show later on the catch-up. You'll get lots of mentions as always, dear. Make sure you don't give my job away and don't let anyone steal my stockings. I'm going to remove your stockings with my teeth. Slowly. Oh, dear. Going to just scroll down a little bit here, boys and girls. I'm sure you understand. Good morning to David in Hemel. Morning, David. He's back from the Costa del Chilterns. David's back from a holiday in Benidorm. Looks like he has a nice night there. Can you bring Jimmy with you on Monday? No, he ain't coming to see you lot. He's scared to come in Central Station now. Last time he was in there, he said people kept touching him. So you're not going with him. I said you can come with me. You'll be all right to sit on the stage with me, away from you lot, with your hands all over the place. Dreadful. Dreadful. Just for men is a dye for hair and beards. I thought it was. Yeah, I thought it was something like that. Rachel, you could just go around nicking underwear off washing lines. No! Bye-bye, Wayne. See you, darling. Thank you very much. Yes, this is my cock clock. Do you like it? Have you never noticed that before, David? It's my cock clock. I want to paint the hands a different colour. I did say I was going to get another clock there. There is a nice clock I've seen. It's like an LED screen. But I'm a bit concerned if I buy it and put it up, it might reflect too much into the camera with the fact that it's a screen, and then everything else will go dark around it, including me and the backdrop. So I don't know. Although if I order it from Amazon, I could just send it back anyway, couldn't I? I don't like sending stuff back. Only if there's something wrong with it, or it's not as if described sort of thing. But sometimes if you put a light behind you and it's brighter than sort of me, then I go dark. It's like the automatic camera thing, which of course you can turn off and adjust, but it just might not look that well. Jason, get Martin to restore the rusty train. Do you know what? I never thought of that. Of course, yes. I'll ask him later because he's coming to Skegness today. Good morning to Merlin, who I happen to know it's your birthday today, isn't it, Merlin? Happy birthday, darling. Happy birthday to little Merlin. We'll sing to you in a minute. Okay. Morning, Merlin. Nice to see you again, darling. Mark, my missus knows, but she says you can have me. I'll swap you for £50 worth of Marks and Spencer's vouchers. Those are bargains you can't take. John says, it's a very posh lunch with champagne on that Orient Express. I'd like to go on there. Right, some stories for you this morning. What about this? Have any of your children, or do you know anyone, who's been named after a Disney character? In the Daily Mirror this morning. I think this is lovely, actually. And some people, the modern thing seems to be to name your children after a really odd name. Some really strange names, you know. And you know, I see some of these names and you're thinking, well, when you go to school, you're just going to have the mick taken right out of you by the other children, aren't you? But there are some really nice names, Disney names. In the Daily Mirror, it says, if you've been keeping an eye on the news recently, you might have seen that the most popular baby names for 2019 were revealed. And while the favourites were people such as Olivia and Oliver, that there's still a big preference for baby names inspired by Disney movies. Now, talking of Disney movies, you may have noticed this. My mate got me this for coming to see him in the hospital. He knows this is my favourite Disney character, Ursula from The Little Mermaid. Yes. Yes. And don't underestimate the importance of body language. The men up there don't like a lot of blabber. They think a lady who talks is such a bore. La 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 la. After all, what is idle prattle for? Come on, they're not all that impressed with conversation. A lady who keeps... I can't remember the words now. That's one I do at the karaoke. So my mate bought me this. And, not only this, an Ursula sweatshirt, which I haven't got here with me, which I intend to wear when I do the that Disney song. It says, while a study by travel company Florida for Less has found more than 1 million people in the UK are named after Disney characters. How fantastic. LaBelle says, named after Disney characters? Oh, God, yes. As an ex-employee of Disney parks, so many tell us there are kids named after the characters. I like it. Jason says, I know a few Dumbos. Oh, there's one here, mate. See you, Mark. Bye, Mark. Can I come? I may get touched. If you want. I won't be letting anyone touch you, sunshine. There won't be anyone touching you while I'm there. Merlin, you mean a bit like Bluebell. Bluebell is a name. Excuse me. The research revealed that names taken from animated classics such as Toy Story, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, and Beauty and the Beast tell the test of time. La 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 la. That one, yes, have rocketed in popularity since the turn of the last decade. Those most keen to name their child after a Disney character were the 18 to 34-year-olds, with 3 in 10 being pro-Disney. Oh, what if only all computer games were made like Disney, eh? None of this shooting and dropping bombs on people all the time. On the other hand, 16% of UK adults said they thought it was a nice idea to name a baby after a Disney character, but they were unlikely to do it themselves. The most popular Disney name overall is Jasmine, inspired by Aladdin's Princess Jasmine, followed by his Toy Story favourite Bex, and Beauty and the Beast's Belle. Now, I do know a few Jasmines. I've got to be honest, I don't know anyone called Rex or anyone called Belle at all. Except, of course, the delightful LaBelle, who's there with us most mornings. David wants to know where Pocahontas comes in the list. The baby name trend doesn't look like letting up anytime soon, with 14% of people saying that they'd consider naming their child Ariel. It's all right, Ariel, the Little Mermaid, and just 1 in 10 saying that they've been tempted to go for Nala following the release of the Lion King action movie. Would you name your child after a Disney character? If so, what one? Which one would you name your child after? Morning to Mick Davenport. Morning. Oh, it's Mandy and Mick's wedding anniversary today. Oh, Mandy, well, you came and you gave without taking. Happy anniversary to Mick and Andy this morning. The anniversary was to you. How lovely. 9 years. God, that's fantastic. I know people like married 40, 50, 60 years. You know. I never managed more than about 32 minutes with one person. I think that was my maximum relationship time. It's just one of those things, isn't it? What can you do? What can you do? John, my niece is obsessed with Disney. Thankfully, she's called her children Georgia and Cameron. What, after David? Oh, my God. Thanks, David. We're not really missing you yet, mate. No. Yeah, cheers for the referendum. Yeah, same to you, mate. How rude. Merlin, I'm going to suggest to my next best friend that I have a child and call it Beast. I think I'm a bit of a beast, really, aren't I, Merlin? I've seen the way you sit down there and look at me while I'm doing my karaoke. Don't think these things don't go noticed. Having a little sly look out the corner of your eye to see what I'm up to. Yes. Morning to Steph Diamond. Morning, Steph. We did miss you yesterday. She wasn't so well. I hope you're better this morning, Steph. Don't forget, you can always watch the recording of the show afterwards, okay? We all stay up there as a recording. Best way to watch is, of course, on YouTube. youtube.com/Chris Reardon UK, and that's where I am. Jason, my great niece is called Jasmine. Okay. All right. Fair enough. I do know a few Jasmines, Jason, just not the other names, really. LaBelle, so many girls named Ariel, Belle, Aurora, I think it is. Jasmine, Esmeralda. That's a witch's name, isn't it? Esmeralda. Was that a witch? I'm sure that was a witch. Mickey, Donald Trump, of course, named after a duck. Say no more. A big yellow duck. Look at his hair. He's done it like a duck. Bless him. Nala, and the list goes on. There we are. People wishing you happy anniversary there. All right, Michael wishes you happy anniversary. Do you think the current president of the United States is named after Disney Donald, says Merlin. That's just what I said there. Isn't that funny? Sean, my wife says take him, tag as well. What, you as well? I don't know if I can have two at the same time, Sean. I really do. I mean, I'm not... Anyone would think I was easy. John, I would call my daughter Cruella. Oh, you couldn't, no. You couldn't call a little girl. You imagine her at school. Unless you've got a black and white outfit, you know. And, perhaps you could take a couple of dead dogs in with her as well. That'd upset the rest of the children, wouldn't it? LaBelle, Gus, Jax, Guston, Eric and Sebastian. More names there. Thank you. Mick says, thanks, Chris. You wouldn't get 9 years for armed robbery. No, you wouldn't, Mick. You just get told off. And they're in the courts now, aren't they? There's no punishment anymore. And what about that other kid? You see that on the news yesterday? You know that kid who murdered that little girl somewhere in the Scottish Islands? He's had 3 years taken off that. From, 27 to 25 or whatever it was. Oh, dear me. Apparently the sentence was too harsh. How can you have a sentence that's too harsh when you kill someone else? Oh, what a joke. Anyway, I don't really want to go on to that. But you know what I mean? It's just ridiculous. Rachel would call one It. Oh, but that's not Disney, is it? It. Isn't that Addams Family? Or is Addams Family Disney? I don't know. There you go. Mick thanking everyone there. That's nice, isn't it? Esmeralda from The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Yes, of course. Not Disney. Rachel says that one's not Disney. Good. So there we are. Some more. The top 10 most popular Disney names are, number 1, Jasmine. Jasmine is the top name here in the UK for people to name a child after a Disney character. At the top, Jasmine. Followed by Rex. I don't know any Rexes. Then Belle. Nope. Jessie. Don't know any Jessies. Minnie. I know a Minnie. Tanya. I know a Tanya. Elsa. I don't know any Elsas. Woody. Don't know any Woody. Ariel. I don't know any Ariels. And Nala. I don't know any Nalas. So maybe it's a modern thing and I just don't know many people. I don't know. How sad is that? Bye-bye, Merlin. Have a nice day at work, okay? The studies also revealed some huge increases over the last decades with the Disney names, so that's nice. And that's a nice story. But how about a weird... Oh, where's that gone? Oh, I must have butterfingers this morning or something. I keep getting wrong things coming up here. Where is it now? Just give me a second to try and get this back up here, boys and girls. That's twice I've hit the wrong button this morning, isn't it? Is that an Alzheimer's type thing? What's the other thing? Alzheimer's and dementia. I think it's dementia, something like that. I looked that up yesterday for dementia because, I have trouble sometimes getting a word. Not today. Sometimes I'm sitting here and I'll be talking about something and a word just won't come to me. But apparently that's only one thing. You've got to have several things to start worrying about dementia. Oh, I can't. No, it's not there, is it? Where's it gone? Mutant calf, that one. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Now, if you can't find someone to marry, why not do as this woman does? Now, you may remember some time ago the woman that married her duvet. We brought you that story here on United Kingdom Talk. And get ready for raffle tickets, okay? Get ready for raffle tickets. A mum of two has tied the knot, again in the Daily Mirror this morning, with a tree. She's married a tree. And now intends to change her surname to reflect the species she married. Kate Cunningham's family and friends looked on as the bizarre wedding ceremony was held in a Merseyside park. The 34-year-old bride decided to marry the elder tree in Litherland's Rimrose Valley Park as a stunt to raise awareness about a campaign opposing the construction of a new bypass. So I get that side of it. But nevertheless, it's all a bit odd. The activist from... Have you ever bumped into an activist? Oh, Christ, don't they go on and on? One of the people I work for is a bit of an activist. And they just go on and on and on about the same bloody thing all the time. I think, oh, for Christ's sake, change the record. Talk about something else, will you? Anyway, the activist told from Melling, told the Liverpool Echo that she had a hen night the night before and now plans to change her name to Kate Rose Elder by deed poll. You can marry anything. You can marry... I may marry this Ursula cup later on. I haven't decided yet. What priest will come out and marry me to a cup? I don't think Father David... Oh, we got a new priest starting Sunday, haven't we, at the church? She wore an olive green dress, a homemade skirt and green pumps for the symbolic ceremony. Before the big day, Miss Cunningham told the Echo, my boyfriend is very supportive of my decision. He has even helped me make props for the ceremony. My oldest son... What, she married a tree and got a boyfriend as well? Well, that's bigamy, that is. Don't allow that in this country, dear. Go some foreign country somewhere else and marry 10 people if you want. Not here. It's outrageous. Or not yet anyway. Some liberal lefty will come up and, oh, they should be allowed to do what they want. My oldest son was initially embarrassed when I told him I was going to do it. But she's got kids as well, dear. But now he's decided to come to the ceremony. It means a lot to have him there. My dad has been very supportive, but he's been out of his van helping to organise everything for the big day. Oh, what? No big wedding in the church? How disappointing. I must say, there's a picture of her. She looks fantastic. She's standing with this big bunch of flowers in a meadow. Have you ever been to a meadow? I don't just mean a little grassed area. A meadow with thousands and thousands of different coloured coloured flowers everywhere. There's a meadow. It might have gone by now. We might have just gone out of the season. I don't know. But there's a meadow that was created at a hotel called Coworth Park. C-O-W-O-R-T-H. Coworth Park in Ascot. That's where... I think that's where Harry stayed before he got married. I think that's the place. I might be wrong there. But me and my friend have been there to afternoon tea quite a few times. Not recently. But they've created... It's a massive place. They've got horses and everything there. It's massive, this Coworth Park. But they've created a meadow, which we went to a couple of years ago. And what they do is, so all this grass is really high and the little flowers, and they cut a path down it, like with a lawnmower, basically. It's fantastic. Highly recommended for you to go and see that, okay? This woman added, it was just first an idea, then we decided we were going to make it happen. It's a great day for all the local community to come together. So she's married a tree. There you go. If you had a choice of marrying anything at all, what would you marry? What would you marry, eh? Anyone? Sean says perhaps she likes the wood in the morning. Very good, Sean. Very, very quick. Jason, she probably lives in the tree. What, in a tree house? Every child wanted a tree house, didn't they? I'd love to have had a tree house, but we had no garden. Just a small balcony out the front. I used to grow tomato plants all along the balcony. It's funny, really. I didn't eat tomatoes. Actually, I've got loads of tomatoes outside. I must pick those. Jason, is the boyfriend leafing her? I love it. David ran through a meadow chasing Theresa May. Well, you didn't catch her, did you? And Jason Hughes, does she have her own business? Perhaps she's branching out. Very, very quick, boys and girls, this morning. Very, very quick. What's the time? Right, we're doing the raffle tickets after one more little thing here. And it's on the same lines as the BBC story that you sent me this morning, Michael. In the Sun today, Fireman Sam. You remember Fireman Sam? Here we go with the politically correct people again. You ready for this one? Fire chiefs have banned the much-loved children's TV character Fireman Sam for being a man. Here we go again. Lincolnshire Fire and Rescue... Oh, I better keep quiet about this in case the caravan catches fire. They won't come out. Lincolnshire Fire and Rescue Service has axed the 30-year-old favourite from promo material, saying he is too male and puts off women from joining up. This is a cartoon, not a cartoon. This is a puppet, isn't it? Is it a puppet or a cartoon character? It's kind of a cross between the two, isn't it? This is a children's puppet cartoon character type thing. It follows complaints he was not inclusive. Oh, God, all this inclusive crap all the time, dear. I mean, what do you want to do? Perhaps LaBelle could go out there and advertise but be a policeman. Would they be happy then? Or a fireman? He would be replaced by in-house creations, the fire extinguisher-shaped Freddie, Filbert and Penelope. I don't know who they are. But baffled residents said it was a ridiculous decision, comparing the characters to coloured frogs and giant male contraceptives. Graphic designer Joe Carter from Lincoln said, Fireman Sam works for the fire service and is called Sam. What else do they need to include? You know, it might be, I don't know, a bloke standing there. But if it says, you know, for men and women, why does it matter? Why does it matter? You wonder if our fire chiefs are operating in the real world, says this bloke. Fireman Sam has been a fixture of children's television since it was created in the 1980s by two firefighters. The show now includes disabled and ethnic minority characters, while Penny Morris has long been part of his team in the Welsh village of Pontypandy. But it has faced sexist claims with the 2017 campaign to rename the show Firefighter Sam being backed by London Mayor Sadiq Khan. Now, Lincolnshire Fire and Rescue has become the first service to stop using him. He will no longer feature in its ads, and staff will be stopped from wearing Fireman Sam costumes. An email to stations read, "It does not reflect the inclusive nature of Lincolnshire Fire and Rescue." I'm not going to read anymore because it just makes me angry reading stuff like that. Like they've got time on their hands to come up with something like that, haven't they? Oh dear. Right, get ready. Mick Davenport would marry YouTube so I could watch you 24/7. Come on, Mick, you must find something else in your life rather than sitting there watching this rubbish in the morning. Eh? They are called firefighters now, John. Not allowed to call them firemen. Dear me. Rachel likes the look of Sam, don't you, Rachel? Sam, I beg your pardon. Sam Mazid. You talked to Sam on there. Morning, Sam. Welcome to the show, Sam. Jason, who decides on these? They really to get in the real world? Well, they do. It's just such a waste of time. They also commented on male midwives. We give up. Let's do the tickets. Who wants a raffle ticket? The next raffle is on Monday. You can win one of these delightful fridge magnets, boys and girls, and get a little photo of me as well if you want one of those as well. So it's raffle ticket time. Either sending your raffle ticket now if you're with the show live. If you're watching a recording of the show, email me in for a raffle ticket at that number. I just need to move some stuff. I'm a little bit, I don't know, I seem to have lost some room somehow here this morning. I don't seem to have as much room as I usually have. I don't know why that is. Right, raffle tickets, here we go. Yes, if you're watching the show live, then please send your message now. I'll give you a raffle ticket. Or you can text in 07551259675. Please only ask for a raffle ticket by one method, okay? You can have one raffle ticket per show. You can claim it right up to the beginning of the next show, but only claim one raffle ticket by one method. You use any other method to claim a second one, and you'll be taken out of the competition. Well, it's not a competition. You'll be taken out of the draw, and you won't be allowed to go back in another one because it has to be completely fair to everyone, okay? If you've got multiple YouTube accounts, you might get away with it for a while, but as soon as I realise what's going on, they're all taken out. Please be fair. It's not a £10,000 prize. Although, of course, as you well know, if you want to buy one of these are available. £10,000 will buy one of those, okay? just send your money to my PayPal account, chris@chrisreardon.co.uk, and I'll personally deliver one to you in the post, or you can win one. All right. Michael Lawrence, I think I saw that was the first name today. Michael Lawrence, ticket number 613. Okay. There you are, 613 for Michael Lawrence. There you go, mate. Sam, morning, Sam. You right, Sam? Paul and Lou just got up. Have I missed anything? No, of course you haven't missed anything, dear. Nothing happens here. Nothing happens here except the fishnet stockings are still our subject this morning. Michael Pullman, 614 for you. There you go, Michael. Ian Days, 615. I'm getting quite quick at this now, aren't I? Give me a chance to get to your name, boys and girls. When I've finished the names, I'll say, right, I've finished now. Have I missed anyone out? Okay, and then if I've missed you out, then let us know. Okay, Ian Days. Jason Hughes. There you go, Jason. 616 for you. Okay, Jason. There you go. Jason Hughes, 616. Paul and Lou, 617. Do you like the new backdrop, Paul and Lou? It's all new today, dear. Paul and Lou. Sean Pye, 618. There's Sean. Is that short for something, Pye? Or is that your surname? Just wondered. 618 for Sean. There's LaBelle. Sorry, I've got itchy eye. 619 for our lovely LaBelle. Any interest in becoming a fire lady, LaBelle? 619 for you, darling. Mick Davenport, 620 for Mick. There you go. I'm trying to rush through these because we don't want my sister turning up while we're on air, do we, dear? You know, she'd just crash into the studio and start farting. It's terrible. Unless she makes a beeline for the toilet like she usually does. Mike Rees-Ponto, can I have a Manly raffle ticket? Not from me, mate. There you are, 621 for you, Mike, okay. Hello to Dawn Thorpe. Good morning, Dawn. It's my very, very good friend, Dawn Thorpe. She does running, doesn't she? Also, and she's a vegan, so we like Dawn. Good morning, Dawn. I'm glad you see like the new jackpot. Is it a shower curtain? Sorry? What do you mean a shower curtain? How rude is that? This was very expensive. £15 that cost me from China. Yes, you try and order some. What a strange looking creature there is. Just a moment. There's a strange looking. Oh, it's gone. Where did that go? It was like a little fly with like a shiny black back. Well, I've never seen one of those before, or have I? Oh, what an odd looking creature. It's gone now. I was just about to crush it with my fingers. That'll upset Dawn because she's vegan. I'm near. Well, you can't nearly be vegan, can you? You know, I'm vegetarian myself. I'd like to be vegan, to be honest. Good morning to Artmaster Studio TV. Oh, that sounds important. Artmaster Studio TV. Don't forget the draw is on Monday morning, boys and girls, on this channel, somewhere between 8:30 and 10 o'clock. Every Monday we have the draw. Okay, 622 for you, sir. I do also put the names on the back there, which you can't really see. It's a little bit too bright in here. Names on the back as well. So no one can say, oh, that was my ticket. No, it wasn't, because I'll put your name on the back. Not you necessarily. Artmaster TV, there you go, 622, okay. David in Hemel, 623 for young David. I hope you brought me a present back from your holiday, David. In Benidorm. Did you bring me back anything there? Did you go in any of those rooms with no lights in Benidorm, did you? There you go. A smouldering raffle ticket. Good morning to Dinny. It's a bit late this morning. Morning, Dinny. Don't forget, you can always catch up the show. It goes straight up almost. I think there's a few minutes delay before it starts again. But you can always watch this show as a recording. Just go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Chris Reardon UK. Hit the subscribe button on there, okay? 624 for Dinny. Thank you. Rachel Wheatland, 625. I bet my sister's rushing here at the moment to try and crash into the studio and take over. 625. She as she walks along, air comes out of her. It just comes out. She don't realise it's happening. John Aitken. Have I done you, John? Now, you've said you're first to ask for a ticket. I think you asked for a ticket before I started doing the tickets, though, didn't you? I said, get ready for the raffle tickets. I didn't say we're doing the raffle tickets now. That's why you got ignored, dear. You must wait for the queue, dear. Wait for the queue. 626 for John Aitken. It's like me, you know, when I'm sitting up there in church waiting to start playing the organ. You know, I can't start before the bell goes. Ding, 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 ding. Then I start immediately. I know the cues, dear. 626. Ding, 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 ding. Thank you, Paul and Lou. I'm glad you like it. It was only about 15 quid. It's not a shower curtain, as Dawn would have you believe. How rude. She was a friend of mine at one point, you know. Was a friend of mine. Rachel Wheatland, blue bottle. No, it wasn't a blue bottle. It was like a fly, but with a hard back on it. I think I've seen them before. Paul and you, was your sister on the early shift at Babestation last night then, Chris? No. That's a bit of a sore point, Babestation, with my sister. She did do a show on there quite a long time ago now. I hate telling people this. I really hate telling people this. My sister, I don't think I should. Should I tell you this or not? I'll have a think about it, Paul and Lou. I'll have a think about whether I should tell you this information or not. The bug might have come from China. Be careful. Oh, I hope not. Hang on, let me have a closer look at its. Oh no, I don't want to go down that route, Dawn. You tried to trap me then, didn't you? You tried to trap me then. Isn't it so much fun then sitting in that studio with Jeremy Joseph? Don't you think, years ago? Mike, strange looking creature is not a nice thing to call your sister. No, it weren't her climbing on the wall. It was like a fly with a beetle back. It looked like it would be quite difficult to crush, but it's disappeared now. I don't know where it's gone now. Oh no, my sister's out walking the dog. There she is. Nearly home. Well, you said you'd be here at 10. I'm trying to aim here to finish for 10. And now you say you're not coming. Anyway, I've got to have a shower yet, sis. Will Sharon be wearing a hat today? It gets windy at Skegness. No hats. John's not got any patience. Well, I know that, John. You were the same in that cruise bar, dear, trying to get the money out of people. David spent most of his time in a place where they developed photographs. I believe they call them darkrooms. Yes, I expect you did, David. Mick's on holiday in Skegness. I think I'm going to try the trawler's catch. Go in there, Mick. Please, please go in there. It's very basic, you know. And if you're lucky, you'll get a plastic. You'll get a wooden fork. If you get a plastic one, they tend to collapse every time you try and put it into a piece of fish or a chip. Auntie Brenda was here some time ago, and we took her in the trawlers. She managed to get through 4 of those plastic forks trying to eat a meal. They just keep breaking, don't they? We did make that show, Dawn. There he was, rabbiting on about some sort of political stuff. We just took the mick all the time, didn't we, Dawn? Hello to High Grade Gaming, also in Hemel Hempstead. My God, practically the whole of Hemel Hempstead is tuned in this morning today. Right, looks like I've finished the raffle tickets. If you asked for a raffle ticket and I haven't given you one, ask again now. If I've given you one, please don't ask again, because if you do, I'm not joking, I'll take all your tickets out that you've got already. So if you want a raffle ticket, don't forget the draw is on Monday and you can win one of these. Completely free of charge. Okay, you can win one of these on Monday when the draw is between 8:30 and 10 o'clock on this channel now. The same way you're watching this show now is when you'll be able to join us on Monday. You can have one ticket for every show we do, and only one. And you can claim that ticket right up to the beginning of the next show, and then that's closed, and we do another lot of tickets, all right? So anyone else, nice and quick, or I might have missed out, ask now. There you go. Sharon, we're actually going to try RAF 55 today, I believe. My sister wants to go to, because it's her birthday. This is her birthday treat today. You know, it's going to cost me. I'm probably going to spend at least £11.99 on a gift for her. Bye-bye, Mick. There you are, Mick's going. Mick's going to the trawler's catch. I'm probably going to spend at least £11.99 as it's my sister's birthday today. Oh, I'm having to buy the meal as well, so that'll be a bag of chips. 13 quid altogether. I think that's quite a reasonable amount to spend on my sister, don't you? Eh? That's fair. When you raffle off the backdrop, let me know. Do you like this one? It's good, isn't it? Now, if you wanna get anything like this, Dawn, the website I get them from, and it is in China, it's called Rosegal, ROSEGAL.com, rosegal.com. I've got so many different backdrops. You've probably seen the sunflower one as well. And they all come from there. They're generally somewhere between the price of £10 and £25, depending on what they are. And I think they're well worth the money. The material is quite thin, but the quality is fine. You know, it's quite a nice quality. It is a material and not like a vinyl or anything like that, but they're nice. I think. What do you mean, wow, that much, Jason? I want my sister, you mean? Do you know, you're right, Jason. That is a little bit too much to spend on the sister, isn't it? £11.99, or well, £13 with the dinner. I think you're probably right. Too much to spend on my sister. Am I breaking into my £5 note? No, hopefully not. Oh, come on, Dawn. You could put that on the wall in your house, in your flat that you live. Are you in a room or a flat? I can't remember now. You must be able to find a little place for that on there. Gun stapler. Staple it at the top and then stretch it out a bit. Goes up a treat. Okay, but they are quite thin. You'll probably want to put a white sheet behind it. I mean, don't tell my best mate, but he gave me some really high quality white sheets. Okay, because I can't remember why. I think he might have got another bed and they were too small or too big for the bed, so he gave me 2 white sheets. Don't dare tell him this, right? One of those white sheets is now behind that. That's all I had in there. I thought, what can I use? I'll use this one. High quality one. It's not a shit. Oh. Ooh. No, I hate that word. It's not a rubbish sheet either. High quality sheet, that is. Jason, don't forget you can't spend old pound coins now. It's not a shower curtain, Dawn. It is not a shower curtain. Thank you. Morning to Adrian Richardson. We want to hear about Babestation Sharon. What, my sister? Do you really want to know? Oh, God. All right, then, I'll tell you. My sister, with full knowledge from my brother-in-law, used to have her own show on Babestation. She had her own show, you know. She was laying on that settee on Babestation with the phone. And then they pick up that microphone, don't they? Have I got one here? I haven't got one here. Oh, hello, boys. It's me. It's Shaz here. I want you to call me now. I want to hear about your dirty little secrets. Give me a call now. The number's below there. And then there's that creature again. 1 minute. I'm going to get it this time. That is a weird-looking thing. I don't want that in it. Oh, it's dropped to the floor. Bloody thing's still moving, look. What is that? It's like a tiny little beetle. It might have eaten me at night. Anyway, yes, so she used to do this show. She's like there. My sister is the... She's not here yet. My sister is the only girl to be sacked from Babestation through not getting any calls. Okay, that's ours. Don't laugh. No, don't laugh. Don't laugh, that's not funny. Well, she did get some calls. They were from me, basically, to try and keep her in a job. But it was costing me like 25, 30 quid a night. Every time she was on, I'd be on that phone. No one else used to ring. No one else used to ring her at all. So she got sacked. My sister, the only girl ever in the history of Babestation and X-rated TV channels to be sacked from there. Sad, really, isn't it? Oh, well, c'est la vie. So that's the secret, okay? That is the secret. Don't tell her I told you that, because that's a bit of a... She gets a bit funny with that one. Whatever you do, on Saturday when she does her live... When Martin does his live show and she's on there, don't mention we hear you got sacked from Babestation. Don't ever tell her that. She goes mad. In fact, it's one of the things she does, when she gets angry, she farts even more. And my poor brother-in-law won't be able to sit in the same studio. He'll have to leave. Okay? Please don't mention. That's our little secret. As someone once said to me, actually, it's our... Who was that now? I can't remember now. Was it at church? Anyway, yes, it's... don't say it. That's our secret, okay? Or she starts farting. When she gets angry, she starts farting really bad. It's awful. It's awful. She went into a supermarket to take something back. Well, we can't really change that. Got angry. She started farting. My God, did they give her money back quickly? Please leave now. Oh, the smell. It's awful. Sean, you must love your sister so much spending that amount of money on her. I usually only go to Poundland. Oh, is there one of those in Skegness? Well, maybe we can have a little trip there. Dawn lives in a bungalow. Oh, hark at you. Posh Dawn in a bungalow. Well, I hope it's ecologically friendly. I don't want to hear that you've got any gas fires or anything like that in there, Dawn. They would throw you up if you put this... Don't you like it? I love it. It's better than the other thing I had. I never liked the palm trees. Blah, blah. John sends his sister a lovely bunch of flowers and chocolates for their birthday. I just saw the car pull up. That's not her now, is it? She might attack me. Paula, I've got a few £1 notes as well. True, that's true, isn't it? Sharon Babestation.co.retro. Mick, don't tell her. I'm going to put her on that couch now when she's on Saturday with the mobile phone in her hand. Martin needs to get rid of the office chairs and get a couch. John, your sister is full of wind like you. It just must run in the family. Oh, shut up, will you? Dinny, hello to Dinny's mum. Hello, Dinny's mum. All right, have a safe journey home there. What happens in Chapel Hill? No, she don't live in Chapel Hill. She's in Woodhall Spa, just up the road. Right, gang, let's do today's birthdays now this morning. Okay, happy birthday. Incidentally, if you wanted a raffle ticket, you're too late to get one on a live show now. Please email the show. If you didn't get one, just say, please can I have a raffle ticket, and I'll reply to you at some point within the next 24 hours with your raffle number, okay? All right. She likes her bungalow, Dawn. I'm glad it's in your place and not mine. Could not get one in Shibden Hall. I'm in a caravan, actually, at the moment, Dawn. I live in two places now. A caravan up in Lincolnshire. Only an old caravan it is. And down in Bracknell in Berkshire as well, you see. Right, birthday time. Happy birthday on this Wednesday, the 11th of September 2019 to Merlin. Good morning to my very, very dear friend Merlin. He's done a lot of radio stuff and he's such a nice bloke. He really is. Merlin Kothari. Have I said that? Kothari. So 31 years old today. Happy birthday to Merlin. Karen Chambers, one of our delightful Manilow ladies. We're waiting for Barry Manilow announcement. We think he might be coming next year at some point, but we're not sure. Of course, Barry Manilow will be on Proms in the Park on Saturday. Ah, no casualty Saturday. Shifted out of the way for the last night of the proms. Every year they do it. Why do they take that off? Very disappointing. No casualty on Saturday. How do we know if Connie Beecham's managed to get off the drugs yet? We don't. Anyway, Karen, happy birthday. Barry Manilow fan, Karen Chambers. Happy birthday to you. But as I say, Barry Manilow is on Proms in the Park on Saturday night. Presumably they'll show a bit of that on BBC One Colour at some point. Ollie Freeston, good morning, Ollie. 20 years old today. Steph Urquhart, good morning, Steph. One of our lovely singers. Happy birthday, Steph. DJ Alkins. Morning, DJ. A topless photo of you there, looking almost as nice as me, I have to say. Morning, DJ. And Peter Jarvis as well. Their birthdays this morning, boys and girls. I think this little bit of music is going to take a while to come up. That's not looking right as well. This is a really old, slow computer next to me running. I think it's Windows. I think it's 7 or millennial edition on there, and it's a bit slow, so that's why there's a gap. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy sorry. There we are. There we. Sorry. There you go. Better. Did you get me singing? Did you get me singing then? I just hit the button. I keep hitting wrong buttons today. Have you noticed that? Sorry. I hit the wrong button there. You got no sound. There we are. That's better now. Hello to Ben Nasa. Morning, Ben. Jason says casualties gone downhill since filming moved to Wales. Yeah, they changed the lighting a few years ago, didn't they? Suddenly they changed the way they lit it, and it did look completely different after they did that. David said Merlin's another Disney name. Yes. Open the caravan windows before my sister gets here. I think that's a good idea, Mick. I'm having a lock put on the toilet so she can't use it. I've got a shed outside now. I'm going to try and get my brother-in-law and my nephew to put in an outdoor toilet just for my sister to use when she comes here. Ian Days, I beg your pardon. Yes, of course, it's a studio complex, not a caravan. A Gentleman Jack backdrop. Dawn is in love with Gentleman Jack. You might have seen that on BBC One Colour. I think it's still on the iPlayer. An excellent series. Really, really good. Highly recommend. Me and Dawn love that programme, so there we are. I think that's about it. Oh, hello to Playtime with Evie and Harry. That'd be my nephew, morning nephew, who done me the most wonderful dinner yesterday. It was lovely. I've got another load of it to eat a little bit later on tonight, actually. He cooked me dinner, my nephew, last night. A corn cottage pie. Very nice. Very nice. Jason says the mute button was better. Mute button was better. Did you not get the singing either? You must have got the singing. I'm sure you got the singing. Ian, you need a little sign language person in the corner of the screen. Well, I went for that job at the BBC. They said I was too tall to fit into the corner of the screen. Listen, I've got to go. Thanks ever so much for joining us. Have a lovely day, boys and girls. I shall do have a lovely day, I think, down in Skegness with my sister and brother-in-law. We're going to go to, what's it again, RAF 55, I think, for lunch today. And probably get an ice cream somewhere as well. Oh, you can't beat an ice cream in Skegness. So much better than those ones from McDonald's. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching and listening. Cheerio now.